Sophia here. Welcome back to my Etsy shop, Frenchy and Tubby. I here have 7 items plus 2 pieces of jewelry going into my shop tomorrow, Friday at 5 p.m. That would be Friday, November the 14th. Let's get started with the one in the thumbnail. It is spectacular. It is so large. Okay, you probably recognize brown drip. This is a very popular design from the 50s and 60s. This is a large leaf divided dish. How perfect is this for your Thanksgiving? You still have time because you know I ship real fast, okay? You still have time. Almost looks like a Mickey Mouse. So this is by Hall Pottery and their oven-proof line, which I believe this stopped in 1969. I think that's when they stopped making it. They did it from 56 to 69. And it's pottery. It's a big piece of ceramic, gorgeous glaze, what we refer to as brown drip. You see that? Contrasting colors, and then it looks like it's melting, right? Liquid. That's the brown drip right there. Here's the stem. It is in superb condition. I do not have a chip, not even crazing, nothing. It's like brand new. This piece is amazing. Okay, so what do you do with this? Well, it's a chip and dip. Okay, salsa, guacamole, and your chips. Or you can serve pigs in a blanket with different types of sauce. It's a serving dish. Okay, but it's so beautiful that I would go as far as saying that if you have the decor for it, why not keep it as a display piece all year long on a credenza or even on your coffee table in your living room. It's beautiful. Not everybody likes brown drip, I get it, but this one, wow, just wow. Look at the detail. It's got all the veins on the leaf, and look at the condition. It's unbelievable. There's no crazing. This thing is over 50 years old, and it's like brand new out of the box. Whoever had it really took amazing care of it. Either that or it was in a curio cabinet its entire life. Here is the signature Hall Pottery oven proof, right? Oven proof USA. Even the blanks here are clean and show no wear. It's really an amazing piece. It's not super expensive, but it's an amazing piece. So if you like this kind of kitsch decor, grab it. Okay, so that was item number 1. I'm going to stay in pottery. I am this close from keeping it, but I'm going to sell it. This was quite a find. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? I'm going to turn it so you can see it from all angles. This is Studio Pottery. It is signed. Unfortunately, no one in my pottery group is able to identify who the maker is. It is a pottery bowl with a wooden lid that has a cork. So you can be a little bit hermetic, not 100%, okay? But look at that. Look at this piece. And the glaze on the inside is amazing. It's got blue, teal, purple, some brown. It's a catch-all, or you can keep tea bags in it. You can put it on your bathroom counter and put cotton pads if you want, anything. Office. It's a superb pottery piece. It is vintage. It has some crazing on it. I'll show it to you in a second. And here's the signature. So the signature to me looks like John, but it could also be Jan, J-A-H-N. And there's a lot of Jan potters, last name Jan. There's Greg Jan, which might be the potter for this. If it is, it's out there in terms of the quality, the craftsmanship, and the name, okay? I cannot confirm who the maker is. Nobody can. It's absolutely amazing. And it's definitely vintage. All right, so let me show you the part where there's a little bit of crazing right here. I don't know if you can see the crazing right here. So I think this piece is from the 70s. The use of the cork, the patina on it, the patina on the olive tree wood leads me to believe this is from the 70s. It's a superb example of studio pottery. You can see little marks here from the different layers. I don't know if this is hand thrown on the wheel or if this is just sculpted and then put in the kiln. But wow, just wow. Let me give you a close-up so you can really see the glaze. Satin finish. Look at this piece. It is beautiful. I want to keep it. Let's look at the inside again. I really do want to keep it. Look at that. It's beautiful. And here's the signature again. So I think it says Jan or John. I don't know. But whoever made this, real studio art potter. Beautiful condition, except for the little bit of crazing, but that's consistent with age. So that's pottery number 2. Okay, when I come back, I have one more piece of pottery, and then we move on to crystal and porcelain. All right, these don't stay too long in the shop. Apparently, they are highly collected. This is Williamsburg pottery. This one is stamped and dated. It is from 1993, so it's a vintage piece of Williamsburg pottery, which is salt glaze with the cobalt blue. It's basically using the same technique, shapes, and material than early American colonies. So this is coming out of Williamsburg, Virginia, and it's a beautiful piece. They still make them, but this one is stamped and dated right here. Williamsburg pottery, and I don't know if you can see, but it says 1993 on it. So you would buy this after visiting Colonial Williamsburg. They would make pictures, smaller ones, bigger ones, vase, boxes, all sorts of different pottery items. They still make them, again, following the exact same style and techniques than early American potters out of Virginia. It's a really nice piece. So this is obviously, it's a picture. You can use it as a vase. Very much in tune with the farmhouse decor and primitive decor, if that's what you have in your house. They make great gift. They are pricey when you buy them at the store when you leave Colonial Williamsburg. Like those can be like $95, something like that. So it's a simple hand-painted leaf, a little bit of foliage in that cobalt blue, and a repeat of the cobalt blue on the neck right there. Superb condition, no crazing, there's no dirt, nothing, no staining on the inside. It's like brand new. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, so if you like Williamsburg pottery, these, again, they don't stay too long in the shop. They tend to be purchased right away because people collect them in jug form, in picture form, large quantity of them. They look beautiful as groupings. So if you already have one, get another. So that's my last piece of pottery. Moving on to crystal. Wow. Look at this. Look at this crystal bowl. Very modern looking. Look at the design on it. It's a twist on the sunburst or sundial, basically. It makes like fans. You see them? They're going up. And there's 3 of them. Maybe this one you can see a little bit better. So who made this? This is Mikasa. The pattern is called I cannot pronounce it. Staccato. All right, I'm putting it right here. All right, 2 C's. I have a speech impediment. I don't know if you've realized that after 15 years of watching me. There's words that just cannot come out. They started making them in the 80s and they stopped in the 90s. So this is definitely vintage. It's in absolute amazing condition. I have no call out. There's no scratch, no chip, no flea bite, nothing. It's a crystal ball, either Germany or Slovenia. Beautiful crystal ball. So these were meant to be both decorative and functional. You can do fruit salad, regular salad. If you're going to use it for serving food, please use wooden utensils or some kind of plastic utensils. Don't use anything metal because you will risk to chip and scratch your bowl. But they are also decorative. It's got so many cuts on it. If you put that on the credenza where the sun shines, you're gonna have rainbows everywhere on your wall. It's a beautiful bowl. It really is. They didn't make them for very long, just about a decade, that's it. But it's Mikasa, and you know the brand. High quality crystal. I think it's beautiful. Let's look at it in a little bit more detail here so you can see, right? It's like a cathedral, and then it goes down, and there's 3 of those fans. So it's got a lot of movement, right? Again, kind of like a modern twist on the sundial / pinwheel. Very nice ball by Mikasa. And again, the pattern is staccato. Is that how you say it? Somebody's going to correct me, I know. Alright, so that's crystal. Here's another piece of crystal. Rose balls, they're always a favorite. This is by Badash Crystal. And Badash Crystal is from Poland. This is late 1950s. It's a footed rose ball, so you can see the little feet right here. And they are called rose ball, and I know I say that every time I sell one or present one, because you use those particular balls for flowers that have a hard cane, a sturdy, very strong cane. So you can have one going this way, one going that way. They won't flop over. And that allows you to make a figure 8 on top. So you're going to cut your roses or any other strong canes, blooms, in different height, and you're going to arrange them in a ball like this. So you end up having this figure 8. It is a small size. I've had bigger one, but I've also seen much smaller. And it's got this diamond pattern, all hand cut, polished crystal, which you know, like Bohemian crystal is high quality, with fans. And so much refraction on this. It is stunning. At the bottom, get this. And then we have partial thumbprints all around. It's in beautiful condition. There's a couple of scratches here and there, but you really can't see them. I had to look for them right here. I bet you can't even see them. I'm picky about things, so I see them, but trust me, it's not noticeable. There's no scratch, no discoloration. I don't have any call out on it. It's really pretty. Another one that I would keep on display all year long. And you can use it for different things. You don't have to use it just for flowers. But look at this. And with a little curved feet right here. Isn't it cute? They're not super expensive, but they were a thing. Back in the 1950s, people started gravitating towards those rose balls because they were very unique, and they are hard to make. They are hard to make because it tapers in, which makes them a little bit more fragile. So that's a Badash, B-A-D-A-S-H, crystal from Poland. When I come back, porcelain. This one is so cute. Absolutely adorable. Look at this. Look at this little tiny porcelain box. This is by Otaguri, Japan, and the pattern is peony. It's hand painted, very 1980s. I don't have to tell you when this was made. You can see that, right? The blue and pink together. It is signed Otaguri, Japan, all the way at the bottom. It's a small trinket box in porcelain, Japanese porcelain, very small. This is perfect if you want to gift a piece of jewelry, like a ring, pair of earrings. Just put a little bit of silk at the bottom and add the jewelry to it, and gift it like this. If you find a piece that doesn't have a box, right, or the box is kind of cheap looking. It is adorable, absolutely adorable. So you keep that by your table, your nightstand, and at night you put your wedding ring in it, or any keepsake of your choosing. It's small, but it's just so cute. I wouldn't pass on that. Inexpensive. Oh, nice sound too. Let's look at the pattern again, a bit closer. Peony, hand painted, and then it's got this little raised outline right here. Beautiful. Yeah, it's really cute. Otagiri, Japan. Okay, the next one is for my teacup and coffee cup lovers. I hope you watch my video on my teacup collection, because if you did, you recognize the handle. This is a spode handle, which was one of the earliest type of handles made in England. This is not a 18th century teacup, okay, but it's using the spode handle for its design. This is by Grosvenor, and Grosvenor bone china, fine bone china, did not exist a very long time. Let me get the dates. They were purchased by New Chelsea, not Royal Chelsea, New Chelsea. Let me see. They were purchased in 57, and they were formerly known as Jackson and Grosslin. So around the 1940s, Jackson and Grosslin started making the china under the name Grosvenor, and then in 1957 they were purchased by New Chelsea. New Chelsea kept the name Grosvenor for maybe a year or two after that, and then you won't find the name anymore. So this is definitely 1950s, either early 50s or late 50s. The pattern itself has no name, but I can tell you that this pattern went into public domain. So I think this is a reproduction of a very early 18th century pattern that Grosvenor used, because Royal Chelsea also used it much later on, when Grosvenor was no longer manufacturing or putting their names on anything. But it has no name. So let's look at the pattern. It's gold, I guess laurel, you could say, garland all around, and cobalt blue. The back says Grosvenor, bone china, England. So now the cup could be considered a coffee cup, or a demi-tasse, or small teacup. But again, the pattern is repeated with a gold band on the inside, and this is the handle that's referred to as the spode handle. So it's basically a reproduction of an 18th century porcelain pattern, possibly a spode one. I didn't do enough research. Possibly a spode one, because they used the spode handle, and I know that this is a public domain pattern because other companies used it as well. It's beautiful. This is about as delicate as it gets when it comes to bone china out of England. It is a beautiful collector's item, and I have to tell you, it is in superb condition. I have no call out. This piece was never used. I think it was purchased for the purpose of entering a collection, curated, and donated at some point, because there's no wear on the gold anywhere, not even on the handle, on the inside, nowhere. It is pristine. It's absolutely pristine. It's a beautiful teacup. Grosvenor, 1950s, no name pattern. I suspect 18th century reproduction with a spode handle. Oh, beautiful. Really light, beautiful porcelain. So, that was the porcelain. When I come back, jewelry. So you know it's winter. What it means is the furnace. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna deal with it. Alright, so I have a necklace here, which I believe is handcrafted because I absolutely cannot find it online anywhere. It's a beautiful piece. If you like glass beads, and if you like soft western style, would you look at this? This is all faceted glass beads with little spacers, and wait, look at the clasp, toggle clasp. It's 16 inches. I'm going to give you close up. So here's the clasp, look at this, and then these are all glass, and I wish I could show you against the light. Maybe you can see on this one, but it's a mix of a turquoise color and a root beer color and some other colors. So depending on which bead you're looking at, some of them will be a little bit more see-through than others, like this one. You see that one right here? They're all different, and there's a little spacer. It's some kind of metal. I don't believe it is silver. I don't test. I think that once I start selling more jewelry, I'll buy a tester, a test kit, and probably a presidium, but we're not there yet. But this is a beautiful piece. I can't imagine what it would look like in the summer. It's a very easy one to put on because it's a toggle, so you don't have to struggle. Okay, and again, why am I selling it? Look at this necklace. Isn't it amazing? And I'm telling you, I believe it's handcrafted because I have seen that clasp on other people's jewelry, but then nowhere near looking like this. So I think it's jewelry supplies and somebody made this, or maybe it's a small brand that makes their own stuff, but it's not marked. But it's not marked anywhere. I cannot tell you who made this. Maybe you're lucky and you recognize it. Maybe it's a Brighton. I wouldn't know. I never shopped there. I can see that because it's their style, but it's a beautiful piece. It's heavy, okay? Because these are all glass bead, multifaceted. Again, here's the toggle clasp and your beads. Every single one is different. Root beer color mixed with turquoise. Beautiful piece. I mean, really beautiful piece. I should keep it. I should really keep it, but Lord knows I don't need another necklace. Look at this. Nice, huh? 16 inch is a good length. It's a very good length. And if you have one of those big pendant that has a clamper clasp, you can add to it. Oh, that would look fabulous. If you have anything in turquoise and silver, it would look really, really pretty. So that is my one piece of jewelry. That is a necklace. It's stunning. And you can, the clasp is so pretty. Why not wear it like this, where you actually show the clasp, right? You could add charms to it. Very nice. Very, very nice. This was a lucky find. Okay. And then my last piece, I'm going to clip it. It's a brooch. You know how I am with brooches, okay? If you're following me on Instagram, you know that I'm currently posting a brooch a day. I cannot tell you when this will end because it's not like they stop coming into the house. But I have a very hard time selling brooches because I collect them. But this one, I decided somebody is going to have it because you can't pass. Look at this. Behold, 1960s calla lily, modern twist on it, gold plated by none other than Crown Trifari, in excellent condition. If you go online, take a screenshot, go online and find out how much people are asking for it. Okay, let me give you a little bit more of a close-up. Would you look at this brooch? So it's for the gal who likes a little bit more modern style, and it is Crown Trifari, and it is gold plated. So it was made by a designer. You know, they hired a lot of big shots, including Mr. Philip, who was a former designer for Cartier and Van Cleef and Arpels, and it is signed right here. Let me see, where are you signed? Right here. Trifari with the crown on top. This brooch is amazing. Now, everybody online is saying that this is gold plated. I can see that because there's absolutely no tarnish, nothing on it. I have not tested it, but if everybody else is saying that it is gold plated, I gotta go with it, okay? Because a lot of those sellers, they know more about jewelry than I do. So she's not huge, very discreet, and will go with anything. It would look beautiful on a black coat. If you have a black jacket, let me see. Right, imagine your lapel like this, right? Or you can use it as a scarf clip. This is the wrong shirt, but you get the idea right here. Collared or scarf, or you can use it as a pendant if you use one of those adapters I was telling you about as a pendant. She's really pretty. This is Crown Trifari, gold-plated, 1960s, Calla Lily. Big brand, big name, highly collected, in superb condition. Just has a little bit of wear on this part right here, where it's not as shiny as it could be. I think that if you buff it, you can get it back. Oh, thank God. Oh, maybe you can hear me better. So yeah, look at her. Absolutely beautiful. Crown Trifari, gold plated, Calla Lily. There's so much work that goes in there. Look at the work. Look at the work that went into sculpting this. Now you know that these are cast, right? It's probably pewter on the underside or even brass, and then they gold plated. But so they sculpted this first, made a mold, and then they pour the molten metal to come up with this, and then they plate it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a very pretty brooch. Why am I not keeping it? Why am I not keeping you? I guess because it's too understated. I'm not wearing a brooch today, by the way. I'm gonna have to rectify that in the next video. It is too understated for me. I like bold, in your face. Some people will say gaudy. I'm okay with it. Granny brooch. This is just too elegant for me, okay? Too elegant. Oh, she's so pretty. Okay. Crown Trifari. So, these are all my items going into the shop tomorrow, Friday, November 14th. You tell me down below which one's your favorite. I can tell you which ones are my favorite. This. Definitely this. And then both pieces of jewelry. I would absolutely keep those two. This one I think is a statement. It's beautiful. And I really wish I could show it to you where you can see the light going through it, because they are see-through. The blue is opaque, but the root beer is see-through. It's a beautiful necklace. And then the brooch. We all know how I feel about brooches. So you tell me down below which one's your favorite, which one you would like or gift. And the holidays are coming, so start thinking about vintage gifts for your friends and family members. I want to thank everybody who's already made a purchase the last few weeks. As a gift to a family member or a friend, you're making my dream come true. I'm telling you, I am building this Etsy shop and this little business of mine ahead of my retirement. I have 12 more years. By the time I retire, I'm hoping that this will be so big that I would be #1 in the search engine. Wouldn't it be great? So that's the reason why I'm doing it so early. But I plan on doing this for my retirement years. This is my dream. My retirement job will be having a booth in an antique mall and talking to people, selling stuff, sourcing items, cleaning items, researching items, even when I can't find anything about them. It's fun. It's what I like to do. It's my jam. Okay? So thank you for supporting this shop. I will see you next week. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Frenchy and Tubby. The link to the shop is right here and down below. Thank you for watching. Bye!